Now, at this time, I will go back to recognition of visitors. Is there anyone here that would like to speak? I take it on the PPG property. I will, here again, I will allow 3 people 5 minutes. I will allow 3 people to speak for 5 minutes. Mrs. McKenna?
My name is Debbie McKenna. My husband Bill wanted to be with me tonight, but he has a board meeting for the county's developmentally disabled community, but he supports what I'm saying 110%. We live at 1120 Virginia. I asked to address the council tonight so I could clear up a couple of things that have been bothering me. As I mentioned to you when I spoke over a month ago, my family have been residents of Crystal City for over 100 years. My family have been involved with the betterment of the city for years. I was on the planning and zoning for many years and now sit on the zoning appeals board. Bill and my daughter Janine are on the park board, and my brother-in-law Tim is on the sewer board. This is my town. For Mr. Kennedy to refer to me as those people just because I opposed the way he flew into my town and worked under confidentiality agreement to achieve his business deal is very hurtful to me. I'm not prejudiced, and he should quit calling our citizens names. I am not the outsider. He is the outsider. Your 6-2 vote on October 8th gave me hope that the governing body of my great city has stopped to think that other options will be considered and may even turn out to be better for this city. Bill and I watched Democracy at Work on October 8th, and it felt and it looked good. Secondly, I wrote a letter to the mayor and the council on October 6th outlining 30 questions and concerns I had in regard to the lease with Wings. Although I never received any answer to my letter, an unsigned packet of information was left on my doorstep last Friday. In reading the information, I noticed that there are some possible changes to the lease that address a few of my issues. My point in bringing this is public input is a good thing. When things are hidden and done in secret, nothing good will ever come of it, no matter how good our intentions are. Lastly, I have not slept in weeks. I feel helpless and worried. It bothers me greatly that another offer was presented and it was fluffed off even before anything was signed. I just wonder what else could be out there and how the city might benefit even more in dollars, jobs, reputation, and yes, aesthetics, including our air quality. I have been door to door on my own asking different folks their opinion. Most don't understand. Some think it's a good deal because of the jobs, but other industries would bring jobs too. A lot thought it was a done deal, so they just feel helpless and feel that there is no further action they can take. And many, I mean many, don't want a smelter in their town. It's not just a few citizens, a few outsiders, as Mr. Kennedy wants you to believe. But what really got to me was one older citizen who said, I lived in Herculaneum for 42 years, and I moved to Crystal City because it is such a nice, clean, quiet little town. Now in my golden years, I have to worry about an iron ore smelter. Well, that got me thinking even more, mostly about my 3 grandchildren that live in Crystal City. Anna Jo, Will, and Jonas. In 42 years, will they be saying, I put up with an iron ore smelter in Crystal City for 42 years. I need to find somewhere else nice to live in my golden years. What a shame. We need to be worried about our children and our grandchildren's education and health, not that they will be living in the shadow of a smelter and slag piles. We are responsible for the next generation. This lease with Wings is for 100 years, and we don't know anything about the track record or even the so-called project. One last sentence. I'm here to thank the 6 council people from the bottom of my heart for voting to step back and take another look. You will never regret your decision. You showed courage, and I just wanted to thank you all.
Mayor, City Council, my name is James Kreitler, and the reason for my coming before the council this evening is to raise the issue of the Pure Pleasure Mega Center that is located
To travel back and forth down Mississippi Avenue, I know, appreciate, enjoy the big oak trees that we have there. And in 1976, the residents on the 2, 3, 4, and 500 block.
At this time, I will proceed with the meeting. We have some issues on the table.
Excuse me, we didn't get a chance to speak.
Well, there was 1, 2,
It had nothing to do with PPG.
I deferred one.
We have 2 more.
We are going to move on with city business. Said I would listen to 3 people, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. There will be order in here. This council will not be intimidated. I will not be intimidated. And this is the way the council operates.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is. And there will be order.
May I ask a question, please?
Yes, ma'am.
There was a 5-hour meeting that was a closed meeting.
Yes, ma'am.
In which you were able to hear other information. The city council meetings are the only opportunity for the city to respond or to ask questions of the city. If you don't listen to us now, are you going to have a special session where we get the opportunity to talk about PPG? Because only one person out of the 3 that you said would be allowed to speak in reference to this issue has even spoken. When are we going to give the opportunity to speak?
I think Mrs. McKenna spoke on the PPG, and Mr. Coleman spoke on the PPG.
He's talking about trees.
That's 2. I didn't mention PPG.
He talked about trees.
That's 2.
Talking about trees.
I thought you mentioned the fact that you hope we make a
That's still
decision
2.
Quit
on
being
the PPG.
childish.
I didn't mention PPG.
Grow up.
Grow
That's
up.
still 2. When we talk. That's only 2.
I will give you one more.
All right. Wow.
5 minutes.
Go, Jill.
Mayor Schilling, please answer yes or no. Are you aware that according to the current city zoning ordinances that you cannot build an iron ore smelter on the PPG property?
No, ma'am, I don't know what you're reading there. If that's that you had on the board up here the other day, you need to read it a little bit farther. Next question.
Do you realize that the PPG property purchased by you has an RC Conservation District zoning according to the revised Missouri statute section 77.350? The mayor shall be active and diligent in enforcing all laws and ordinances of the government of the city. Yes or no?
It's got an industrial site, ma'am.
And
Next question.
96.7 acres is zoned reservation conservation. 133 acres is zoned specifically to not allow iron ore smelters, subsection N. You might want to check that out. Are you aware that when the city takes possession of a previously taxed land, all affecting taxing entities should have been notified at least 20 days prior to entering into any contract? That means more than just the Crystal City School. Are you aware of that revised Missouri statute, section 100.059?
Wrong class of city, and we have worked that out with our tax entities with Wings Enterprise. There will be no tax loss to the schools or any other entities.
Jefferson College, the ambulance district?
Yes,
all
ma'am.
of those things?
Yes, ma'am. Next question, please.